What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Good morning, good evening, good night, whatever time it is you guys are watching this. I put up some of my extra curtains I had because, as you see, that's really bright. So that was throwing the camera off and it made the lighting look like crap. But maybe we'll tint those windows sometime. Who knows? But in this vlog, we'll be showing you how to remove quarter panel glass windows. I didn't see any videos on it. As you know, I show you guys what I learned. And this is very trim friendly. The quarter panel glass windows, as you know, the windows are too. Both of them are discontinued in the 90s Civics. So this definitely comes in handy. Yes, you could pay people to come and uninstall them, but Tonka's windshield, whenever I was cutting the inside of the car, I shot metal into the glass, plus it has little rock chips, so we're going to get a fresh windshield up front. And then while they're at it, I'm just going to have them glue my Lexan windows in. But this trick would be, say, if you went to LKQ or something, a salvage yard, you wanted your quarter panel glass. Make sure you get there early because it's time consuming and it gets pretty hot inside the car. So make sure you bring a lot of elbow grease. Let's get it. So as you see, here is the passenger side quarter panel glass. Perfectly fine, trim's perfectly fine. Just went to Walmart, spent $7.55. Yes, I said $5. And the reason why it costs a little more is because I bought this 3-inch putty knife, which I didn't even end up using. I just bought it just in case I didn't have to run to the store again. But I found that this works fine. This is the one that costs $4.46. It is a 1.5-inch flex putty knife. Let's get it. Alright guys, so with the 1.5-inch putty knife, you can see right here, I made a little bit of a blade. I took my grinder to it just so it could go through the glue easier. So we're going to start on this side towards the door. We're going to pull this trim towards the front of the car. Don't be scared. Just don't snag on it because it could be brittle, but it's lightly glued. And then once you do that, you should be able to get this top a little bit. Pause. I don't know. Is that a pause? Getting some top. Cut over here. And then it's just glued with like some kind of foam glue up top. You just pull on this. And this is how you remove the trim. Back here, I couldn't remove it until I got the glass out. But I think it's just the way it was glued in. Okay, that's far enough. Now we'll dig our putty knife in here because I don't want to stretch this trim out. So the trick is go along this glass, which also there is 2 white clips. Once you take this trim off, you'll see them. You just go against the glass and between the clip because the clip is just glued to the glass. So once you go at an angle, you should be able to get between both. And Tonka's moving. Just wiggle it and it'll work its way through. Just cutting through that glue. And it's time consuming, but it definitely works. So once you get one side all the way through, there we go, that's all the way through. Get you guys off the tripod. Hopefully that was a good view. Pause. It was all the way through. So now we could go down at an angle and just keep the momentum from what we already cut and just take little chunks off of it. Here's a better view. I noticed I was standing in the way. I apologize. So we're going in like a 45-degree angle, putting our weight behind it, just putting your elbow on your hip, and moving with it. I just broke the clip, which is okay because they sell different clips. Also, I'm not going to be using it. Or I believe I'm not. And then putty knife right there. It's still pretty tight because you've only broken this piece out. So once you start getting this in, it'll be a lot easier to work your knife through, or your putty knife. If I'm breathing hard or anything, like if the camera's picking it up, I apologize. It's really hot. I turned the fan off so you guys don't have fan noise in the background. Slowly do this. You could do this for any car, but obviously we're doing this on my Civic. Once you get that groove, it actually works pretty fast. Got my water, guys. Stay hydrated. But anyway, I got this front cut. Oh, you can't really see it unless the blade's in there. But we're going to pull this outwards a little bit, like down at a 45-degree angle away from this corner, and start slowly peeling it. So it's like a foam that's glued right here. Yeah, here's some of it. That's all that is. Just inch by inch, slowly pull the trim off. And yes, this is a little easier cutting it because I don't have the interior pieces in my car, since he's cut and gutted. So now I'm going to take the putty knife and then dig right here and dig up here, and then I'll get inside the car and then start cutting my way that way. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to take this knife. Oh yeah, and then once you do this, you should definitely put a few pieces of tape going across the top just to be extra safe so this doesn't fall out. It shouldn't, but that's extra safety. Especially if you want to keep the glass, which obviously if you want to keep the glass, you wouldn't, throw a rock at it or anything. And you're watching this video, so almost there. Glass is starting to pick up. I found that these corners are a little tricky, and you definitely got to put your weight behind it to cut. This glue is definitely worse than cutting right here, in my opinion. There we go. So there's that side. We'll go up here. This side's not too bad, but definitely putting a fight. Come on. Just a little more, and I'll cut inside. I really hope this comes in handy, guys, because I've never done this, but it actually worked pretty good. Let's go inside the car. Alright guys, now we're inside Tonka. Lighting may not be that good, and I apologize. I also apologize if I'm echoing. But we gotta do what we gotta do. So once we start right here and get this glass, I like making sure that this piece is clear. You could go outside. Because once you do that, then you can start working your way that way. I hope this is a good camera angle. Boom. That noise, That definitely went through. So once you do that, don't worry about getting it completely perfect. Even if you leave a little bit of glue left, you'll be able to see it whenever you're trying to take the glass off. So one window, maybe with the plastics on, you might be able to do it in like 30 minutes or so. That was my finger slipping, making that noise. I didn't break anything, guys. But yeah, I mean, angle and chop, I guess. I don't know. You just wiggle and push through. Also, I guess I probably should have said, I'm still going between the glass and the glue. I'm just letting this flex blade slide through and then just pop it off the glass. And then we'll clean off the chassis after. And it is really toasty in here. Like I'm sweating. Okay, I got the camera turned around so I can see you guys. And then same with this side. I just put it against the glass, stab this corner, and work my way over. Little by little. Cut that one. It sounds weird whenever you cut through, but here we go. I definitely recommend not crisscross applesauce, but while you're sitting, put your elbows on your knees, and then it'll give you some leverage. Pause. I don't know if that was a pause, but that might be a pause. Yeah, I like this trick because there's no special tool. But I'm gonna finish cutting this, and I'll see you in the next clip. All right, guys, let's see how we're doing. Open the door. Pull the tape off. Lightly pry up. And like I said, you'll see where the glue is not cut yet. So, I'm gonna put the blade knife. There it is. So a little left right here. Snap this through. It kept stretching when I was trying to cut it. You don't want to yank on it a lot. Pause. But just to see where you need to go. So we still got a little bit right here. And then I guess the bottom is just the little back piece right there. So what you can do is hold the glass and just start scraping up like that. And see what little bit of glue you might have missed. You can even shove at an angle. I don't know if you can see my hand through the glass. Good thing I have long arms. But give you a little bit of room in the upper hand to cut this glue. Okay, so I'm gonna put this tape on. Now I'm gonna stand outside the car and pull this towards me and scrape the glass. You can see the shadow, right? Looks like I'm throwing gang signs. Yeah, so you have the putty knife like this, pulling it through. Alright guys, we're to a good point to where we should be able to open this glass up, and you can see right there where a little bit of glue is left. So hold the bottom, make sure you don't drop it, and just start slicing from the top and make it to the point to where the glass should fall off. A little bit of pressure on it. Let's see if this box cutter can help us out a little bit. Speed this clip up. Boom. You have successfully removed your quarter panel glass without breaking it. And your trim is still good. I didn't review the clip, but now you could just take the remaining of your trim off. See, this is the same as the other side. What I was talking about, the way it's glued on. So you just gotta take either your box cutter or this knife and just start cutting along right here. See, it's kind of hard with only two hands and you gotta record. Go like that and pull it. So I'll get this out and then we'll clean this up and conclude this video. So as you guys see, it's off perfectly fine. And we just got the rest of the glue to take off. Trim is in perfect condition, the way it should be. We didn't rip it, none of that. So let's get this glue off and conclude this video. There's rust right here. But yeah, this is from cutting the inside Tonka. So that is kind of a good thing that I'm going Lexan to help with it. Alright guys, like I said, I hope you guys learned something. As you see, I'm sweating. It's very hot in here. I'll turn this fan back on. But, oh yeah. Coopty's gone. D-Wix decided to get rid of Coopty because Appa is more of his concern. Same as me. Tonka's more of my concern. I'm really not worried about Goku. I'm probably not going to sell him. No. He's still my street car. But he's not going to get worked on until Tonka's done. And also, I really need to take him apart completely. So, he has to wait. I have no room for his parts plus Tonka parts everywhere. But, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys can learn something. Maybe give you an idea of what you're going to get into. And maybe you guys have a different technique. Pause. That might work. Stay blessed. Stay slammed. Most importantly, keep gunning. And I'll catch you guys next time.